Religion, what is it? Religion is a collection of cultural systems, belief systems, and worldviews that relate humans, as they say, with the various gods, who have appeared and disappeared depending on their time, and with the so-called spirituality and, sometimes, with certain moral values that, in reality, are innate to human beings. They are moral values that can be developed and cultivated at an individual level without the need of a religion. Religion is a set of arbitrary rules created to really benefit its leaders, the priesthood, that is, those who rule. They enslave the rest of the society, or societies, in which each religion operates. Such leaders receive support only because people take them for granted. They believe that this is how it should be. The leaders of religions, the vast majority, are really addicted to money, luxury, and riches. While written history, in clay, stone, papyrus, or other materials, is only a few thousand years old, religion, in some form, has probably existed since the origins of humanity. Although religious practices, dogmas, and beliefs have emerged over time, they have appeared and disappeared from history as frequently as political empires. Religions are either polytheistic or monotheistic, or have even led humans to worship animals. From the very beginning of known human history until today, religions have dominated humans, exploiting them and enslaving them to all kinds of dogmas and doctrines that have only restricted progress, intellect, and the right to human freedom. There has not existed in the past, nor does there exist today, a religion that has only benefited human beings without causing some type of harm. It must be recognized that some religions tend to accommodate their followers more than others. There is everything in the Lord's vineyard, says a fairly old Spanish expression. However, throughout known history, the same patterns of abuse and harm inflicted on humans can be observed at different levels, depending on the power and authority each religion has received. Since ancient times, history, archaeology, and modern scientific discoveries have demonstrated the atrocities perpetrated by religion. Just to highlight some of the atrocities committed in the name of religion and by its leaders throughout history, here is a partial list. Sacrifices of humans and infants. It is practiced largely by certain religions. Large-scale genocides. Destruction of entire populations, men, women, and children, and in certain cases leaving only the virgins alive for sexual purposes. Individuals burned at the stake. The Crusades. Inquisitions. Excommunications/expulsions. Sexual abuse of minors. It is even present in our day. The fraud of all religions persists to this day, 2023, and this fraud is well marked, especially in religions with high mental and intimidating control. The results of this coercion are often disastrous, destroyed families, and rejected people. Unfortunately, due to the abuse suffered, some people go into deep depression and even commit suicide. People are indoctrinated to believe false and erroneous promises of a better life, whether in the present or in the future. The more oppressive a religion is, the more burdens it places on its parishioners, robbing them of virtually all of their time and freedom. That is a tactic known since ancient times. Apparently the pharaohs of Egypt knew it well. The goal was to keep all his subjects in submission. That practice is explained in a certain passage, Exodus 5 verse 9, in the Bible. According to a translation, let the bondage be heavy upon them, so that they may be engaged in it, and not listen to lying words. According to another translation, load them with more work. Make them sweat. This way they will learn not to be carried away by lies. By always keeping their followers busy in one task after another, they prevent them from using their time to investigate all the available alternatives. Religion calls those alternatives lies. In fact, they even prohibit their members from carrying out said analytical investigation, under penalty of losing the promised life. Religion has always insisted that there is no alternative. You either worship our God or gods, or you will perish. Religion is a scam and a trap. Be it Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, Judaism, and all other world religions, they are all a scam and a trap. The religions of the past and of our day are true aberrations, real monsters. They have an abusive hierarchy, a body of leaders who function disconnected from the rest of their congregations or assemblies. Whether they are patriarchs, presidents, the pope, pastors, bishops, archbishops, cardinals, generalissimos, apostolic thrones, governing bodies, spokespersons, supreme patriarchs, rabbis, caliphs, imams, and the list goes on. They all exploit, in one way or another, their parishioners. They all promise a better future, whether in heaven or on earth. They are all authoritarian, dictatorial. They establish countless rules. All of them, to a greater or lesser degree, manipulate and influence their followers coercively and out of fear. Furthermore, they are never satisfied with the money they continue to ask from their supporters. Whoever loves money cannot be satisfied with money. He who loves riches never has enough. Most religions have certain positive values. If they didn't, how would they spread their deception? They are all disguised in one way or another to appear valid. Most of them can momentarily satisfy needs and can rescue, in certain serious circumstances, people experiencing various crises. Now, not only organized religions can do that. There are other quasi-religious or secular organizations that offer the same type of rescue. Examples: Alcoholics Anonymous, Drug Addicts Anonymous, social counselors, psychologists, mental health brigade, associations against abuse and psychological harassment, and many other associations organized with that goal. Speaking of an organized religion, after abandoning it, a certain person said, "It was what I needed at that moment." One of the most important differences, although there are several, between animals and human beings is the so-called spirituality. It is something inside very complex and very difficult to describe. Spirituality is the knowledge, acceptance, or cultivation of one's immaterial essence. In general terms, spirituality is a broad expression that refers to any topic that concerns what is not material. Although invisible, all human beings have struggled to understand the concept of spirituality since the beginning of time. Humans in general, when seeking to satisfy this spirituality, they have been molded to think that without religion, the person cannot develop their spirituality nor have a purposeful life. But is that true? What about you today? Do you need a religion to develop your spirituality or find purpose in life? By living without religion, you can have the freedom to appreciate life to a higher degree. You can improve your life and make progress in your personal development. As one enriches one's life away from religion, it is important to continue to ensure to never do things that could harm another person, always looking for a way to understand others and accept who they are. Humans need exchange with other humans. But finding positive friendships and the companionship we all need does not depend on being a member of a religion. In fact, the supposed friendships acquired within a religion, they will fast disappear when someone readjusts their path.